Hey everybody, happy Thursday morning. I did make sure it was Thursday because I am a teacher and so I have been off all summer. We go back on Monday, but my brain is kind of in a fog during the summer. If there are any teachers out here, I'm sure you can relate. So it is Thursday morning and I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. My name is Allison. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. And I've been coaching for a couple of years, so I'll see if anybody's going to pop on in just a second, and then I'll go ahead and get started. So in the meantime, I am almost 6 months pregnant, and I'm wearing, not just because I live in workout clothes when I'm not at school, but I'm wearing my 1-star diamond shirt because it really represents so much hard work to me. My 1-star and my 2-star diamond tank tops are like prized possessions, and they actually fit me while I'm pregnant, which is super exciting. So let me mute that, sorry. So I'm wearing my 1-star diamond shirt today, not just because I'm lazy and want to be in workout clothes, but because it really means so much to me. So I'll kind of get into my story and tell you kind of where I came from and where I am now. So I titled my video, Believing That You Really Are a Badass, because that book honestly has kind of changed my life. So I started coaching a little over 2 years ago, almost 2.5 years ago. My daughter was almost 1.5 years old, and I hated the way that I looked. Hey, Melissa. I hated the way that I looked. I was at my pre-pregnancy weight, but my body, and if you have had a child, you know, it was not the same. And I had heard that before, but I was like, oh, I'll be fine. But what I didn't really realize is the mental toll that that would take on me. I really lost my confidence, and I kind of stopped identifying as a woman and just felt like I was identifying more so as a mom, which is amazing, but that's not all there is to me. And what I noticed I started doing is pouring everything into my daughter, my students at school, my husband, our home. My husband was actually working full-time and in grad school when I became a coach. So I was burned out. I was exhausted. I felt terrible about myself. I just wasn't in a good place mentally. And so my coach, Jenny Palumbo, I don't know if you guys know her, but Jenny is one of my friends from college. And so I joined a clean eating group with her, and then like 6 months later, I still hadn't really committed to anything. And so I actually signed up to be a coach the day I bought my challenge pack. I had not tried Shakeology. I did not know anything about 21 Day Fix other than what I saw Jenny posting on social media, which is that she had her confidence back. She felt healthy and happy again. And I was like, I want that. I don't know how she did that, but I want that. And that really was the impetus for me. I didn't come into this with even knowing what diamond or emerald or team cycle bonuses or anything was. I knew I needed to make a change for myself. And that still drives me because I identify with other moms that are going through that. And that's really how I built my business. So when I first signed up, I really wanted to work on myself first. So, you know, my first customer was like my mom. My first coach was my husband. I really didn't have a huge, I had those goals, but I didn't really have a belief that I could do it. And I certainly didn't have the discipline to set out to do it. So I got off to a slow start. I started as a coach in February of 2015, and I didn't hit Success Club until May. My team, my upline team, No Limits Fitness, did a Push to Success Club group. I remember I was on vacation at Disney World with my family, like in line for like Haunted Mansion or something, like doing these Success Club tasks on my phone because I was like, all right, let's just see if it works. You know, I love these programs. I love the feeling that I get from doing it. Maybe I could help a few people. And that month I hit Success Club, and it was like, okay, now I know. Now I know putting myself out there isn't so scary. Now I know posting on social media isn't so scary. I can do this. And I have, so that was May of 2015. So that means I'm, 2 years and 3 months of Success Club 5. And I've hit Success Club 10 many times too, but consistently Success Club 5 at least. So in May, I hit Success Club 5 for the first time. And in December of that year, I hit Diamond. So it took me February signing up, May really starting to work the business, and December is when I actually hit Diamond. So it was a slow start. And I remember seeing all these people around me like, Diamond in 60 days, SC 72, their first month as a coach. And I was like, what is going on? And honestly, for me, it was a mindset thing. It wasn't that I couldn't do it. It was that I was telling myself I couldn't do it. I was telling myself, you don't have time. Your husband, because at the time, Anthony was in clinicals Monday through Thursday, and he worked 12 hours at the hospital Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when I say no time, I mean like none. Like it was crazy. So I was telling myself, you don't have time. How are you going to do this on top of your full-time job? It's not going to happen. And my coach, when I hit Emerald, my coach sent me, You Are a Badass. So I read it, and it really resonated with me. And then I read it again a few months later, and that time it was like gold. Because as a new coach, you know, I hit Emerald within, maybe like 6 months. As a new coach, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, like I can do this. But then when I started to see myself as a leader and I read it again, that's when it really resonated with me. So I've set a goal for myself to read that book once a year because we change as people and I think we need different information. And so every time I read it, I get something different out of it. So that book really changed it for me. It made me see like, why am I telling myself that I can't do something when clearly all these other people can, and I'm just as capable as they are, so I can do it too. And so it really took that book and then shifting my mindset. So, sticking with reading something consistently, listening to something consistently every single day, and having that discipline to do that on top of what really kicked it off for me was the business activity tracker, which they've just updated. So I'm sure you guys have access to that in the Coach Line office. It's a new one. It looks awesome. I actually have it right here. I printed it out for August. So it looks a little different if you haven't seen that yet. But that really made a difference for me. We had Fall Classic, I think, in November of that year. And I hit Diamond the next month. So in November, I committed to doing the business activity tracker every single day. And the next month I hit Diamond. So it wasn't by accident, it was by design. Some people, maybe it does happen a little bit by accident. They just have all these people that are ready to go right away. I didn't even share a transformation story until like December 27th of my first year of being a coach. And I started in February because I was scared. And now I'll post whatever and I don't care. But it took me a really long time to get that mindset of the people who need to see this are the people that I want to reach. And the other people, it doesn't matter. They probably won't even see it. They probably won't even care. And that's okay. Another thing that really made a difference for me was literally asking every single person if they wanted to sign up as a coach. It felt weird to me at first. And I don't know if that's something your team is already doing. If you're not, it's the more you do something, the better you get at it. So if I just make myself start asking people if they want to sign up for the discount, then eventually I'll get better at it. And then eventually I started not just presenting them with the discount, but saying, hey, would you ever want to just look into doing this as a coach with me? I think you'd be great at it. And if they say no, then I ask them again in a couple months, and I'm always inviting them to sneak peeks and stuff in a genuine way. So they know that I'm actually really interested in them joining my team, not just in them as a number. Sorry, y'all. So in December of that year, I hit Diamond, and in February, I hit 2-star. So I had one of my very best friends hit Diamond on one leg, and my husband was my Diamond on the other leg. And here's where I hit a major setback, because that happened so quickly. It took me a long time to get to Diamond, and then from Diamond to 2-star was like, boom. And then my business kind of started to decline because I was relying on other people to keep building it for me. And so what I have realized is that this is what got me there, And that's what's going to take me to the next level. And I can't just sit back and say like, man, this is awesome. I got my 2-star bonus. I did this, I did that. My team is amazing. Because things happen. Circumstances change. I need to keep doing what I know works. And what I know works is to be consistent, to dig into personal development, and to do my business activities every single day. And that's what drives my business forward. And so for a while, I kind of got away from that. And I saw that decline. And, I think that's why it took me so long to get to Diamond in the first place, because I wasn't really committing to it. I was doing what I needed to do. I was running challenge groups. I was posting on social media, but I wasn't doing those like behind the scene things that you don't love. Like maybe you love to do inviting. If you do, please message me and you can tell me all the things you love about it. It's not my favorite thing, but I make myself do it every day. And especially inviting to the coaching opportunity is sometimes uncomfortable for me, but I make myself do it. So, that has really been the biggest lesson for me, kind of eat that frog and just do it. And if you're feeling like somebody let you down, like I felt let down by some people that dropped off of my team, or maybe were business builders and dropped back down to hobby coaches or discount coaches, that did hurt my feelings. But what I've seen now is that, some of them have come back around, and some of them, it just wasn't right for them. And I don't want to force anybody to do something that they don't want to do. I want people who believe like, this is what I'm called to do. This is what I'm made to do. I'm really good at this and I really love it. And I want those people. And so if it takes me a little longer, or if it takes me inviting more people or showing up more on social media, or being more vulnerable or transparent with my with what I share on social media, then so be it. It helps me grow as a person, and I know that I'm going to get the right people to come with me. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, I can see a few comments there. So if you guys have any questions, you can always comment. You can message me. I just really honestly think the secret sauce, which is not really a secret sauce, but the secret sauce for me was digging into the personal development that I needed. So for me, it was You Are a Badass. For you, maybe it's something else. And then committing to really focusing on what matters. When I went to NLC this spring, Melanie Mitro is up there talking about doing these things. Yes, she has her YouTube channel and her blog and everything, but she still has to do these same things every day. Micah Folsom was up there talking about these exact same things. Ashley Smith, another top 10 coach, talking about these exact same things. So although sometimes it feels like we can get caught up in other things, or, I don't have to do that today or whatever, it really does come down to just that mindset plus consistency. The same thing that we tell our challengers, right? You're not going to get the results if you aren't consistent. You're not going to get the results if you don't really believe that you can. I think we have to do that as coaches for our own businesses too. So I hope that helps. You guys have an amazing team. I really look up to Mindy as a leader, and I love hearing her story. So I'm so grateful that she asked me to share with y'all. So I can't wait to see what awesome things are to come from your team this year. It's going to be amazing. So push hard. You can do it. Just keep working, and I'll hopefully see y'all's names on some bright and shiny announcements on these Thursday mornings. All right. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.